Add the stage. Do the whole stage. Well, I'll tell you what. This is interesting. What the hey, there we go. I'll tell you what, every time I open this damn program, they have changed something on it. Apologies for that. Like I thought I was ready to go, but I guess not. So let's go ahead and kick this off. What's going on, y'all? Lincoln Infield here, Carolina's Full Throttle Magazine. It is Friday, March 27th, and this is your weekend events update. Now we are nearing the end of the month, man, and that's a good thing. We got done with the April magazine last night, middle of the night, foot in the door at the printer house, and like that's never happened before. But issue number 333 will be back next week. I'll have them on Monday. We'll start delivery on Tuesday and get them put out. Always out before the first full weekend of the month, all the way back to August of 1998. Now, oh man, I'm telling you what, like I said, it is springtime. It was funny, kind of letter from the editor stuff. I was like, oh, you feel that? That's the sunshine on your face. Now it's not. Now it is. Now it's not. It's been one of those bipolar springs so far, man. It's nice as hell some days, and then it goes back to being cold. So it's just one of those things, man. It's not been consistent, but that's okay. It's spring here in North Carolina. We'll take everything we got. On the nice days, man, I'm telling you what, these events have been off the chain, man. Our Full Throttle Magazine kickoff party was a huge success at Independence, man. That place was packed. But there was other great events going on that weekend, and those events were packed too. I'm telling you what, it's just been, I don't know, maybe everybody was so damn tired of being cold, these spring events, everybody was ready to go, which is a great, great thing. We've got a lot of really, really big events coming up this weekend, and we're going to talk about those here in a minute. Before that, let's just get. Hey, man, yesterday was opening day of baseball season, man. I'm telling you what, that's the New Year's for me, man. That's what I'm talking about. So, for all you baseball fans out there, especially Detroit Tigers fans, Happy New Year. And hope everybody has a good season other than the Dodgers. Now, I generally say other than the Yankees, but let's face it, they're the same anyway. But not the Dodgers again this year. Come on, man, give somebody else a chance. You know, they're becoming one of those teams that buys everybody too. Which I mean, I guess that's just kind of the way it goes. But hey, uh, I'd rather see somebody else win, especially the Tigers. All right. Before we get into this weekend's events, man, let's talk about stuff for the Carolinas Full Throttle Magazine coming up. Like I said, the Full Throttle Bike Show tour kicked off on March 14th at Independence Harley Davidson. Man, we had a big time. It was a huge event. We've got some new ones coming up. This is actually hot off the press here. That Outer Banks Bike Week is actually happening, man. There was some question about it. The turmoil of dealerships turning over. Outer Banks Harley Davidson survived that. They did not get sold. Same owners, same thing. And so they're pushing on with Outer Banks Bike Week. That's coming up April 18th through 26th. As you can see, they have a full week's worth of events going on. Man, it's one of our favorite ones. We get out there and ride the coast, have a beautiful time out there hanging out. Now, the just like most of the North Carolina rallies, the second weekend for these things is the big weekend, and on that weekend, we're gonna have the fifth annual Outer Banks Bike Show. It's gonna be April 25th. It is, as usual, a free registration bike show. We'll have 10 classes plus People's Choice and Best in Show. And so it's going to be a big deal, man. We always pack the lot out here. It's a great day. There's a bikini contest. There's music. There's vendors. It's a beautiful place to be. Come park your bike in the bike show, man. We'll be giving out trophies around 4 p.m. Plus, by the way, the Best in Show and the Full Throttle Choice from this event get invited to the Carolina's Full Throttle Magazine Bike Show, which has been rescheduled to January 30th of 2027 back inside the Greensboro Coliseum. Going at it again, man. That'll be our fifth attempt over there. So make sure you put this on the calendar. Everybody in the eastern part of the state, everybody goes, hey, let's do an event over here. Well, here it is, guys. Outer Banks Bike Week with an Outer Banks Bike Week bike show put on by the Full Throttle Magazine Bike Show Tour. Continuing with that tour, then we're going to take a couple weeks off, and we'll be back at Myrtle Beach for the Myrtle Beach Bike Week, which is coming up rapidly, by the way. And we'll be doing Chop Suey 3, which is our chopper and antique motorcycle show at Barnacle Bill's in Murrells Inlet on Friday this year. We did a Wednesday show, we did a Thursday show, and the owners of Barnacle Bill's came back and said, hey, let's try Friday. Now, we've had like 30 bikes on the lot each year. So we're expecting that to go higher. Now, this is choppers and antiques only, trying to pull this niche event out, man. But it's been awesome. Like I said, we've had 30 antiques and choppers on the lot each time. I'm trying to bring choppers back to the beach, man. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but that rally has been taken over by baggers and stuff like that, which is kind of happening everywhere. So we wanted to make sure that the choppers and antiques had a place to party, man, and that is going to be Barnacle Bill's Rum and Raw Bar. By the way, home of the $3 beer. Don't find that very often at Bike Week, but we're doing that. And the coolest thing with this one's unique because the awards, again, free registration, but the award ceremony for that one is chrome toasters, man. We get these vintage chrome toasters. And those are our trophies. We have them pinstriped by Kristen at the Rebel Spirit. So they're unique to each Chop Suey event. And the winners of those take those home, man. They are super cool. Honestly, I have a hard time giving them away each year because they're super cool, man. And I find them all over the place. And, they're just special to me. So there you go. There's the second or third. That's the third Full Throttle Custom Bike Show Tour event of the year. The fourth will be the next day, Saturday, May 16th. Now, this is at Bubba's Bar and Grill in Myrtle Beach. This is the show that we generally do in Myrtle Beach. This thing gets absolutely packed out. Again, another free registration bike show. This one with cash prizes and trophies. So this one's sponsored by our friends at the Carolina Biker Lawyers, and they will be on the lot that day as well. Now, again, man, this we take over this entire parking lot. We pack it full. I mean, it is to the point of where, like, man, you got to skinny them bikes around there to get in there. But the bar does a great job, man, keeping everybody hydrated, having a good time. There's always some Jello shot girls out there. This one is huge. This is the last Saturday of Myrtle Beach Bike Rally. Make sure you're on the lot for that one. Again, free registration for that one. And this is just the first half of the season schedule. So the next one will be at Angier Bike Fest in downtown Angier. Now, this is the first time we've done this event. We've covered this event for years. This is actually the 25th anniversary of the Angier Bike Fest, and they've asked us to come and take over the bike show this year. Again, free registration, 10 classes plus People's Choice and Best in Show. And we'll be giving out trophies in every class at 5 p.m. on this one. By the way, Angier Bike Fest is like a 3-day thing. It's the June 4th, 5th, and 6th. So they've got bike night, and then they've got like a full day on Saturday with live music and vendors and our bike show. And then on Sunday, they do a huge ride, man, like 200 bikes on that one. So that's what we've got coming up for the first half of the season in Full Throttle Custom Bike Shows. And again, the Best in Shows and those, the not People's Choice, the Best in Show and the Full Throttle Choice Awards will all be invited to the Greensboro show, January 30th, 2027. Already pushing on that one, man. It was going to be huge. It's going to be even bigger next year because everything's still set up and it's ready to go. We just have to make it back around to that date. All right. With that being said, also this weekend, man, we got a couple great events going on. First and foremost would be our cover event for this month, which is the CBA Swap Meet and Bike Show that's going to be at the Rowan County Fairgrounds. This is an all weekend affair, guys. Now, if you're a vendor, you might be going over there today to set up. But the official dates on this one are March 28th and 29th, which is Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Now, I believe it's like 20 or $25 to get in for the day, $30 for the whole weekend. If you put a bike in the bike show, you get a weekend pass as well. So very, very cool stuff. They have $1,000 in cash prizes for that bike show. It's a big deal, man. This is one of those events that we make sure that we're at every single year. They actually do it in March and in November. Great swap meet. It's just a big time. All our friends are there, so make sure you check that one out. And again, this is the cover event, so it's a big deal. They put a lot into it, man. Make sure you check that one out. And we'll get to talking about it here in the events update. But want to go ahead and cover that one. All right. So now look, if you pick up the magazine, which is what you should do, you already get these events. They're in the cruise encounters in the front of every magazine since 1998. If you look on our website, fullthrottlemagazine.com, you'll see them there. And if you want to get reminded of these events, all you got to do is go to our website, fullthrottlemagazine.com, scroll down, you'll see the front cover, you'll see where you can buy our merchandise, and you can see this thing right here that says subscribe to our events and news updates. Now, this is emails and text blasts. When you click on that, it'll take you to a little page with difficult questions like what's your name? What's your email address? Do you want to be texted or emailed? Everybody's got to put in an email address. The text is extra. And whenever you do that, you will get these event email blasts and event updates Wednesday or Thursday, depending on how busy the week you are. But before you need it, so you can read about it in the magazine. We'll send you this last minute reminder. Don't ever miss an event because we've got you. So whenever you get that email, it's going to look a lot like this. All right. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go to the comments here and I'm going to post what I think is the link to this in case you don't want to listen to me talk about them. That's fine. You can read along online. Sorry, guys, over here on Instagram, the comments, I can put it in there, but we all know that links don't work on Instagram, right? You can go to our website though, fullthrottlemagazine.com, and you can see the events there. Better yet, sign up for the email blast and you can look at it there. So let's get to it. We have got a huge weekend of events starting tonight at Fort Bragg Harley Davidson, March 27th Bike Night and June Tunes Parking Lot Takeover. So they're going to have Bass Knob Friday going on over there at Fort Bragg because they've got a whole weekend long deal going on there. So Bass Knob Friday is just a motorcycle sound system competition with riders going head to head to see whose bike has the loudest, cleanest, hardest hitting audio set. Make sure you check that out Friday night at Fort Bragg Harley Davidson. Dixie Thunder A-Bait Bike Nights going on at Hoses Bar in Augusta, South Carolina. Make sure you check that one out there too. Always supporting our A-Bait and CBA friends. So make sure you check that out if you're in North Augusta, South Carolina. Saturday, man, whole rung of events going on. Starting with Cox's Harley Davidson Ashboro, they're having a mobile blood drive. Blue Collar Cycle Company is having the 10th year Heartiversary party at their Salisbury location. And this is where they celebrate. I'm not sure if you knew this. I'm not sure how you don't know it. But Brandon McNeely, who is the head honcho at Blue Collar Cycles, is a heart transplant survivor. So he celebrates that every year, and there's a blood mobile and stuff like that. And anyway, they always have great parties at Blue Collar Cycles. And one of my favorite bands, Mojo Stomp, will be playing there, man. So make sure you check that out. That's going to be all day Saturday, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. Tilly Harley Davidson in Statesville is having their Barbecue Babes and Brews event. As you can see on the event flyer, there's going to be a bikini bike wash. Get out there 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. to check that out. Looks like they've got some live music and beer on site. Going to have a good time with that. Sons of the South Saloon in Hickory, North Carolina is having Mike's 9th annual Cowboy Chili Challenge. Now, this is kind of cool thing. Cool biker bar, and they do a over the fire chili cooking contest, man. Really cool. They usually get a bunch of them out there. And anyway, chili's awesome. You should ride up there, check them out, have some chili. It's their 9th annual time doing that. Pop's going on at 10 a.m. Judging is at 2 p.m. Make sure you stop by and check them out. There may be time to get your pot in there, but you'll have to call them on that. Tobacco Road Harley Davidson in Raleigh, North Carolina is hosting the Colon Cancer Awareness Memorial Ride. That's registration at 12:30 p.m. Make sure you get over there. $25 per participation on that one. Get out there and check that out. Also, Tobacco Road Harley Davidson's having their Nuts, Bolts, and Burritos event. 11 a.m. swap meet lunch, and Silver's going to be there doing patches, sewing on patches, selling patches, having a big time. Man, I'll tell you what, burritos and swap meets sounds like a good time. Bikes and Coffee is going to be leaving out of the Apex version of this, is going to be leaving out of Fratelli's Delicatessen in Apex, 8 to 11 a.m. Good food, bikes, and community. Make sure you check them out. This is another one of the really, really big events going on this weekend. I couldn't find the full page flyer on this one, so I'll have to settle for this one. Law Tigers North Carolina East presents the Spring STUNT show, Spring Stunt Show. This is awesome. Now, the first time they did this was last year, same weekend. And what it is Club Style North Carolina puts together a group of stunt riders, and if you remember being a kid shooting basketball and playing pig or horse or whatever, that's the same idea, only this is a stunt show. So the first stunt guy goes out and does a trick and calls somebody out, and they either have to perform the trick or they're out. Very, very cool stuff. Really pushes the stunt riders to do some cool stuff. And this is just not your average stunt show. Very, very cool stuff. It also benefits Second Strike, which is a veteran focused nonprofit. Man, Cox a Double Eagle coming through with another great event presented by Law Tigers North Carolina East. That's going to be a big one too, man. Make sure if you're on that end of the state and you want to get out there and check them out. That's going to be a lot of fun. Fort Bragg, Harley Davidson, like I said, having a full weekend of stuff. They're having their March Badness Championship weekend. They're going to have 9 to 11 a.m. Show is 12 p.m. Cash payouts in every class, live music, free food, your chance to win $1,000. I believe they're talking about a bike show there. They're also having a sound competition all weekend long. Also, Doghouse Harley Davidson in Rock Hill, South Carolina is having their Doghouse Harley Davidson cookout. Free burgers and dogs, free beer, live DJ. The Doghouse Divas will be out there serving up some brews. Always a good time in Rock Hill. And the Rivertown Riders in Conway, South Carolina, are having their 9th anniversary party. They just did a big event also at the Harley Shop at the beach last weekend. You'll see that in maybe next month's magazines. They missed this month's cutoff date. Shit, for a second there, I thought I did something wrong, but nope, nope. 9th anniversary party this weekend for Rivertown Riders Social Club. Man, check them out. Under the Wings of an Angel Spring Food Drive is going to be at the Island Bar in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, this Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m. Make sure you check them out there. That's going to be a big time. And here's a different take on the same old story. 100 and 100, a glitter and glory takeover. Now, if you're into pinups and cool cars and old motorcycles, this might be the place for you. Harley Davidson in Greenville will be hosting this one in Greenville, South Carolina. Large scale photo shoot of 100 women and 100 bikes and cars, man. So make sure you check it out. That's going to be a lot of hair and makeup. Let's see. Also on the 28th, the 17th annual Blessing of the Bikes at High Voltage Harley Davidson in Spartanburg, South Carolina. They're going to have a bike blessing, live music, People's Choice Bike Show, trophies, vendors, food, the whole gamut. And then, like I said, this weekend being the Charlotte CBA Swap Meet and Bike Show, it's going to be Saturday and Sunday. $20 a person on Saturday. It's $15 per person on Sunday. It's $30 for a weekend pass. Make sure you get in there and check that out. Put your bike in the show, man. They've got $1,000 in cash prizes they're going to be handing out. It is no longer $1,000 in People's Choice. It's going to be judged as far as I've been told. So make sure you check that out. Swap meet, live music, food, vendors, wet t-shirt contest, beard contest. They even take a cannon out there and fire that thing. Man, it is a great event. Make sure you get out there and check them out. The Rowan County Fairgrounds in Salisbury, North Carolina. Then a couple of events coming up Sunday, March 29th. American Legion Post in Little River, South Carolina is having their bike night from 2 to 6 p.m. Bike afternoon, really, if you look at it like that. Food available, DJ, mini bike show, 50/50 prizes, cool stuff like that. And last but certainly not least for this weekend is Ride Like a Woman at Independence Harley Davidson, a charity ride for Turning Point NC. Let's see, registration is at 12 p.m. for that. Now, I have been told that all riders are welcome. So, guys, even if you want to ride on this, you can do it, but it's just a celebration of women riders and it benefits Turning Point. So, two very, very cool things there packed into the same events. They're going to have food, drink, fair games, raffles, and like I said, all riders are welcome. Very cool stuff going on there. Man, so big, huge weekend coming up with cool stuff. Like I said, if you joined the broadcast late, you can check out the link in the comments. That way, you don't have to listen to me talk about it the whole time. You can read it for yourself. Or what I suggest you do is make sure you pick up the Carolinas Full Throttle magazine each and every month. All this stuff's in there. We've done all the work for you. Don't search for events. We've got them all in the same place just for you. Now, events you need to know about in the near future. We're going to hit these really quick. My good buddy, um, Rob Whitlow at Evil Twins is putting on his third annual Chop and Swap. It's April 19th. That is a Sunday. Free ride in bike show. They've got vendor spots. This is an up and coming swap meet. They've had a great turnout for the last 2 years. It's a really cool place down at his shop in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So make sure you check that one out there. If you like picking up parts or selling them, that might be your spot. April 10th through 12th will be the Carolina Takeover at Doghouse Harley Davidson. If you went to their last year's show, you know how huge of an event this was. It was absolutely gangbusters. It's going to be the same way this year. They're having Saving Abel on the 11th, which is Saturday. They're having the Wall of Death there all weekend long. Very, very cool stuff. Make sure you check them out there. We talked about Outer Banks. Now, this was last month's cover, and this thing is turning into an absolute colossal event. Cycle A1 Cycles Cash Days 4, which has always been a huge drag racing event. Mike Beelan has always been a drag racer, builds Go Fast engines at his shop A1 Cycles, and he's been putting on this race. This will be his fourth time. Always been a huge turnout for racers. $25,000 payout, man. Great racing action. This year they have teamed up with OTR Old Town Revival for the off-track entertainment. I saw them post about this other day. Man, they have put together one hell of an event. They've got stunts. They've got run what you brung drag racing. They're gonna have like a whiskey bar over there. They've got MX bikes. They've got a bike. It's like just on and on and on, man. This is going to be one hell of an event, April 24th and 25th at Shady Side Dragway in Shelby, North Carolina. This is kind of one of those teams that is an amazing put together. A1 Cycles and OTR. You're not going to want to miss that. I even think our friends, the Rebel Spirit, will be out there for a burnout competition. Very, very cool stuff. Make sure you check that out right there. We talked about the Bike Week bike show. We talked about Myrtle Beach bike shows in Angier. And then, always on the calendar, always coming back around the Smokeout 26. Now, this is going to be September 10th through 12th this year. They used to be on the first weekend of September. They've moved a weekend back. Make sure you adjust your schedules for that. Early bird tickets are on sale right now for the Smokeout 26. I urge you to go ahead and do that. This is an awesome event every single year. Carolina's Full Throttle Magazine, a proud sponsor of this event. We'll definitely be on site that weekend having a big time. So go ahead and get your tickets. Check that one out now. And, that's it. That's what we got. Now, if you've never done it before, or if you're watching on YouTube, you know this, but we post videos to our YouTube page that don't go anywhere else. Make sure you check out our YouTube and everything else. And shameless promotion, go buy some Full Throttle merch. That's what you need. Show up looking cool in Full Throttle gear, and, it helps us out. So that's what we've got going on this weekend and into the future and beyond. So make sure you guys check that out. Again, if you don't want to listen to this whole thing, it's you shouldn't have to. You should pick up the Carolinas Full Throttle magazine in print since August of 1998, in paper, beautiful stuff, man. Every single month, always out before the first full weekend of the month. Or if you're lazy, you can read the magazine online at our website, fullthrottlemagazine.com. Just click on the e-zine button, and you can read it there. Otherwise, I don't know what else to do for you, man. We've done all the work. We've put it all together. All you gotta do is find us, and you can keep up, keep in the now. All right, that's it, man. It's Friday, man. I'm getting out of here. We'll try to get some of this good weather riding in. So that is 22 minutes of your life that you've completely wasted, but I appreciate you spending it with me. Get out there and ride your motorcycles, people, and we'll see you out there.